Sat Shri Akal, everyone, and a warm welcome from Manpreet Kaur Mind Energizer and founder of the International Mind Energizer Academy. Today's video is about anger, its effects, and how to control it before it controls us. So if you're new to my channel, Kaur on a Mission, I would like to tell you that through this channel, I teach people how to use mind powers and practical spirituality to create anything they want in life. If this resonates with you, then do subscribe to this channel right now and do press the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. So let us now begin today's video. Anger is such a common thing these days and is in fact rising at an alarming rate. Learning to deal with it is extremely important, even from an early age, as it is very harmful and deteriorating, not only for the ones harboring it, but also for the entire family and society at large. It is all around us and is in fact even inside us. But the problem is, we can see anger in others, but we can't see it in our own selves. Isn't it so ironical that when we feel angry, we feel justified for our anger, but when someone else does the same thing, then it makes them the culprit? But if we go down to the root, the cause, and dig deeper behind the cause of this anger, it basically comes down to frustration. Yes, one feels frustrated at first, but by not resolving the issue and holding it inside us for too long, it converts into anger. This emotion keeps gaining momentum inside you. The more anger one collects, the more angrier the person becomes. As a result, that person not only reflects anger towards a cause, but towards anyone not even remotely connected to the issue. This becomes a way of thinking and ultimately attracting more situations in life to get angry at through the law of attraction. This issue, if not resolved, can make you mentally and physically ill and prove to be dangerous for others as well. According to the Encyclopedia of Psychology, adapted form, excessive anger can cause problems, increased blood pressure, and other physical changes associated with anger. Make it difficult to think straight and harm your physical and mental health. Even Nelson Mandela said, "Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting your enemy to die." Ultimately, the harm is being caused to you, both mentally and physically. So now the question arises as to what can we do to curb our anger. Before I elaborate on that, I would like to tell you a beautiful story about Lord Buddha. One day, Buddha was sitting under a tree and meditating. A furious Brahman came to him and started hurling abuses at him. He waited and saw that his behavior did not change, and even the facial expressions were the same. He then got even more angry and began hurling even more abusive words at him. Then, finally, Lord Buddha opened his eyes, and the Brahman asked him, "How are you unaffected by my behavior towards you?" Then Buddha replied, "Answer my one question first." He asked, "If you give me some coins and I don't accept them, then who do they belong to?" The Brahmin was surprised at this question, but still replied that in such a situation, the coins will remain with me, as they belong to me. To this, Lord Buddha replied with a meaningful smile on his face, "Now you are right. The same has happened with your abuses. You came and hurled abuses at me, but I have not accepted a single abuse from you. So, there is no reason to be angry at you." The Brahman remained speechless. He got ashamed for his behavior and begged for Buddha's forgiveness. So you can see, in life, no one or anything can cause anger in us until we choose to let it. If we react to every situation or person's behavior, then this robs us of our mental peace. Our inner calmness and peace are our own responsibility. We have to train our own mind to not react to every negative situation in a way which causes frustration and anger within us. The best way is to not accept or respond to what others say or do if that makes you angry. One must remember that not everyone is perfect, including ourselves. But ultimately, one must let it go so that you can grow. There might have been hundreds of things in our own life which we remember even now and think we did not do right. The same we can think of about others as well. The most important thing you can do is to forgive yourself as well as others, to free your own self from the mental poison of anger. You should forgive so that you can give permission to free yourself from what is hurting you even more than them. As they say, 1 minute of anger or resentment robs you of 60 seconds of happiness. This is not an issue of who is right or wrong. If you are facing the damages of anger in your mental, emotional, and physical wellness, then it is your duty to guard your mind against all the negativity of frustration, anger, and resentment. Your outside world and environment may not be your responsibility or under your control, but your inner environment is certainly your own responsibility. If you truly feel the need to change your reactions during periods of anger, then I would suggest the following 2 steps. Number 1, the major problem is that when we get angry, firstly, we tend to say or do things which can hurt others, physically or emotionally. So, our anger leads to quick and that to wrong reactions. If you can consciously decide today that next time when something triggers you and you start getting angry, then the first thing you would do is take a few seconds to self-introspect. Make it a promise to yourself that next time, before I shout at the other person or write back a nasty message or take any extreme step, I will give a gap of few seconds of silence. Number 2, during this silence period, you will move back mentally as an observer of this situation. You will start noticing as an onlooker would to this entire scenario. You will feel the effects this is having on your body, the pulse rate rising, your teeth churning, or a sudden rush of blood to your head. By becoming this onlooker, you will disassociate yourself from this situation. And generally, this step is so powerful that your consciousness has already shifted, and the ego self gets defeated in its purpose. Yes, the ego loves drama, and that is its food. Once this drama ends, the ego also settles down. By the end of the second step, you will feel a burden being lifted from your mind. Now, as you come to normalcy, you can take further sane decisions. These 2 steps are only for those who are looking for a real solution to this problem. If you tend to play victim and still keep feeding the ego with things like, but they have wronged me, I am not at fault, etc., then it will never work. But one thing is for sure, if you feel angry and do these 2 things every single time, you will start feeling a permanent shift in your consciousness and temperament. I myself changed my whole thoughts about anger and the habit of getting angry at very small things when I was just in my teens. This will require a whole new video on how I did that and how my life looks after that. So if you are interested in knowing that, then do comment below and I will make another video on it for you. I hope this video makes a great deal of a difference in your life and helps you in taking charge of your mind and brings more peace and calmness in your everyday interactions with people and situations. So if you like this video, then do give a thumbs up and comment below. What are your major takeaways for this video? Do share with your loved ones who can benefit equally from it. God bless you all abundantly. Love, Manpreet Kaur.